6 AM, hightail over to Mac to do a track session, then shoot over to work and do some PT sessions, but first, food. Salted honey butter bagel, if you know you know, and Styrker electrolyte carb powder. So 30 grams of carbs, bagel is 40, with honey as well, makes it about 80 grams of carbs. I would get up a little bit earlier if I was running from home. Because we're doing the track session today, I can let that food digest on the drive to the track, and then by the time I've warmed up, everything should have been nicely digested. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will work well today.
So I think one of the biggest qualms, especially if you try and train around work, is the amount of shit that you've got to carry with you. I've got 3 pairs of shoes, 2 bags, my laptop, my camera now, make sure I've got everything in my running gear, my carbs are coming with me. It's just absolute chaos, and I look like I'm moving houses every time I leave the house, but it's apparently freezing at the minute. The car's frozen over, so this could be a very fun run. We'll see. Today's session is very scattered, I'll say. It's normal 10-minute warm-up cool down, but it's very short intervals at high intensity. I think the first 4 intervals are like 4 at 252 to 352, and then there's a couple of 418s for 2 minutes, which will be about a lap and a half. Basically build off there, but this is the first time I've worn my marathon shoes since the day, so let's see how this goes. But this is the actively first session back on the plan, as the half marathon attempt for sub 130 will need to be a 4:15 pace, which is quite rough, but we'll see how we get on. But first one to go down today. Can't really record because I'm not going to carry much, so we'll see how we go. Session done. Felt very strange, being honest. Oh, that red light's weird as well. The first 4 after the warm-up were like overspeed work, so it was like that 252 was closer to a 3, but every single time that I tried to go into my next couple of blocks, like I felt like I was a greyhound out the blocks. Like everything just felt way too quick, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just how I then carried that over. Heart rate ended up being an average of like 156 overall, but that's with 20 minutes of warm up and cool down as well. So it was like 10 minutes, 30 seconds on, minute and a half off 4 times, then 2 on, 2 off for a couple of different session and varieties. So it was quite interesting when I got into the depths of it, but the halfway point felt really freaking heavy. Now hightail it over to the gym, a couple of PTs, maybe upper session as well, see how I'm feeling.